So the latest update in the Hollywood apocalypse is Walt Disney World layoffs,
Yeah.
described by cast members as a quote unquote bloodbath.
Yep. So a lot of their shows now, they don't know. They don't know if they're coming back or what's happening. Um, it's just another symptom of what's going on. This has gone beyond just Disney's parks. Now this is their shows, you know. And honestly, guys, I said it before, they're over the barrel. They can't be messing around anymore with their goofiness. They need to pull a profit or they're going to really hurt.
Now, I believe that these are the shows within the parks. Have you ever been to Walt Disney World in Orlando?
God,
Probably not in a while.
never. I've been to the one in Disney World. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, these are all, because I noticed the names. I believe, yeah, these are all the names of these shows that are in the parks, and I'm thinking,
oh, these are the
yeah,
parks.
not necessarily the Broadway. Of course, I don't know what's going on with the Broadway stuff either. But these are kind of like little mini Broadway shows you go see in the parks.
Yeah.
And this is rather scary. I'm wondering if they probably have not been able to do these shows since they've reopened the park.
Keep in mind that there is no second option there, right? So, I mean, if you go to, one of their food courts or whatever, they can lay off half the people there and have the other half, be expected to pick up the slack. You cut, all the actors in a show, that show, it just ain't happening.
Yeah, and it's really depressing though. But were they keeping them on like on hold for a while? Were they giving them some kind of
so the I'm forgetting the name of the blog, Pirates and Princesses, the one that's run by Geeky Sparkles from Clownfish. They were saying that they've been to the parks with the expectation, because they're season ticket holders. They had this expectation that, well, because they're local and because they're season pass holders, they'll be able to go without a problem. There won't be any lines. But despite the fact that they're not supposed to be having full capacity, they said there's as many people in those parks as there has been any other year. People are going to the parks. Now, granted, they're mostly season ticket holders. What does that mean? Bottom line, business point of view, if you're a season ticket holder, they already got your money. They're not getting any extra money. So when you show up at the park on any given day, that's a freebie from their point of view. They're giving it away for free at that point. They're looking for the people that are paying at the door, and they're not getting that.
Didn't I see some kind of article about that they're getting rid of the season passes, or they're doing something with the season passes? I mean, that's unrelated, but
I haven't seen that was confirmed.
Okay, never mind then.
But no. But okay. It's a good point. There are a lot of rumors about that. And I think that speaks directly to what I was saying. I think that they're looking at their business model and going, we just can't do this anymore. Now, if I was a bean counter, I'd be like, wait a minute, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. If we don't have season ticket holders, maybe we got no money. At least season passes, we got the money up front. At least we got something. I don't know. Yeah, they're going to have to rethink how they're doing this, because they are hurting one way or the other. They are hurting financially.
And the Hoop-Dee-Doo musical review musical review have been dismissed. That's a dinner theater show.
I've never heard of it.
I've been to it. It's in the like the Fort Wilderness Park.
I should imagine with a name like that. Yeah,
and it's. You get to eat like country food and like get strawberry shortcake for dessert, and you get to hear country songs.
Yeah, obviously they're going to want to cancel that. Get rid of that. Get rid of anything that's country related.
Yeah, well, I say, I don't know, but Festival of the Lion King, that's a very that's like a miniature version, I guess, of the Broadway play, and that's always a fun thing to go see at the park. But I'm thinking about how people are seated in that. You're all crouched together.
Yeah.
When you're seeing that show.
Yeah.
And Finding Nemo, I think those have seats. I mean, I think the Lion King show has seats too, but they always try and pack as many people in as possible, and maybe they just can't social distance, that sort of thing. And it's
It could be a question of diminishing returns. If they can't put so many people in, is it worthwhile to play for, that reduced an audience? You got to think about how much each one of those actors costs, the production value of the show. I mean, they could very well be losing money on the deal.
Yeah, I think so.
But there is a tipping point, right? I mean, there comes a point where now you've canceled the shows, you're, limiting capacity, or is it even worth it to even go to the park anymore? So you may as well just let everybody go and close up shop. And
I am going to say the shows are a big draw to those parks.
Yeah.
They're very well done shows for like the money. I mean, it's not, I'm not going to say it's the same as going to like a Broadway show, but it's a professionally done mini show you get to see in the park. And, especially if you're tired of walking around, going on the ride, you can sit down, you can watch this thing, and they do a very good job at it. And it's just rather sad. And I know that Layup Plus Size is saying, I feel for the performers. I used to do a performing job like those in my college years studying acting.
Yep.
But for Disney, I have no tears after what they did to us fans. Well,
exactly. No, that's exactly right. And that's what I was kind of getting at. Those actors, they gotta be paid, and they're not just, flipping burgers. These are skilled performers.
They are. I think it's kind of prestigious to get one of those types of jobs at Disney. Actually, in fact, I think getting any job at Disney is considered a good job, and considering it to a lot of other things you can get.
Well, there's a lot of people too that see it as definitely if you're a working actor, that's being a working actor, right?
Yeah.
I mean, not everyone can go to Hollywood and be in the movies, especially now.
Okay, but hundreds of layoffs, part of the 28,000 announced in late September. So remember when we were talking about this a few weeks ago, they said 28,000 announced in the late September layoffs, hundreds of layoffs. And I kept wondering how many of those are for the Orlando location, because unlike California, we didn't close down. The governor was able to things up, and I know that even Disney opened the parks back up.
Yeah.
But they couldn't open everything back up, and I think the shows were a casualty. And I mean, and it's just sad. I mean, employees are comparing this to the Red Wedding from Game of Thrones. I mean, lots of things like Monsters Inc., the laugh floor. That's funny. I don't know how they do this. You go inside, and there are all these, and basically it's the monsters from Monsters Inc., and they're computer animated, but they're interacting with the audience like you're really there. And I think they actually have actors behind it somehow. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And they mess with the audience. It's a lot of fun. And that's down. Beauty and the Beast, Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. Surely you've at least seen shots of that, right?
Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah, I mean,
it's of it on TV and whatnot.
Yeah, they're saying when you live in Florida, you end up going to Disney a bunch of times, whether you want to or not. It's like, well, no, I mean, I like Disney, but I kind of know all those parks like the back of my hand now. Because Florida residents would get a discounted race, at least years ago they did, and yeah. It's just it's rather depressing. Jedi Training Academy. Maybe I don't feel as bad about that one. I'm sorry. I'm being bad. I feel bad for the employees. Okay.
Have you seen the footage of that little girl that goes to that, and Darth Vader shows up, and he says, "You could be my." No. He's some sort of challenge to her. She goes, "No, I want to be your apprentice," and he's like,
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I'm sorry. I don't know. I have to admit, the actors at those places, they do a good job.
Oh yeah. It was an improvisational situation, but there was clearly that moment where it's like, I've got to rethink what I was going to do here.
Oh my goodness, they're very good at working on the fly. I think the only time I saw it was one of the performers playing Ray had to talk to this little girl, and she started like bursting into laughter just because how the little girl was acting around her. I forgot what the context was, but it was in good spirit, of course.
Yeah.
But,
I just remember the one piece of footage that I saw of the girl playing Ray. I'm looking at this going, man, she'd have been better in the movie than the actual actress. My opinion.
Opinion. I hate to say this. I've thought the same thing.